Right,
Take
okay.
an ad for Saw.
Let's see. Also, anybody have an idea what like disciplinary action you would have to do? What are some examples for hard teaching? Like the game idea is great. That's one. But I mean, what's the extreme? You know, like something you would have to do. Yeah.
I've split them up or like move them around in their chairs. But hard teaching, like sending them out of class,
Send them out of class, put them in the corner, timeout time. Yeah.
talk to the parents.
Talk to the parents, talk to the managers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So for hard management, I think, yeah, kicking a student out of class or having them leave the class would be the extreme. But there are certain steps you could take maybe before that. For example, oh, you cannot play this game. I think it's important for us to actually let the student know, like, okay, if you do not do your homework or if you keep speaking Japanese, then you're not going to be able to play the game. And then they can actually, keep that in their mind. Or we can write their name on the board, put stars up there, and then when the stars are erased, oh, sorry, you cannot play the game.
Yeah, you just mentioned speaking Japanese too much. What kind of recommendations would you have for redirecting a student speaking Japanese to the point of interrupting class?
Some other teachers have suggested that it's easy to just write your name on the board or write all the students' names on the board with stars. And then so every time they speak Japanese, just take off a star. And then if they keep speaking, then give them either more homework, don't let them play a game. And then it's sometimes difficult to explain this, but if you use your name also, and say maybe just one easy word in Japanese, and then erase your name or erase the star, then oh, okay, I got it. And then so actually help them, figure out, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't speak Japanese. And then you can just give more homework or take away a game.
So if this kid is, for a penalty after he's already lost his 3 stars, been speaking Japanese, he's interrupted class. Just a minute, you don't get to leave yet. Let me make a photocopy of this paper, this workbook. This is extra homework for you because you didn't do it. Give him a little homework. Of course,
Sometimes easy.
Yeah, something kind of easy or just something to embarrass him. Maybe just be like, okay, stand up, sing the ABC song in front of everybody. Everybody, let's clap. Yeah, okay. Just especially boys. They'll freak out about that stuff.
The star thing works really good for the girls, especially. But for boys, I find that actually each time they say something in Japanese, if you make them do 5 push-ups, it becomes a competition amongst them to not have to do push-ups because as they do push-ups, everybody else makes fun of them.
Right. I do the same thing. Yeah, I got kids. I make do push-ups too.
Yeah. That works better for boy classes.
Yeah.
Girl classes, they're not so keen on the push-ups.
Yeah, even for homework. Oh, you didn't do your homework? 20 push-ups. Do it.
20 push-ups. You are a hard man.
Yeah. Physical education and English. Okay.
I think writing a name on the board helps a lot though, because when I was in school and my name was on the board, I would pay attention after that. Also, like Lisa said, if you have students maybe sit alone, okay, just go to the corner for a second. I mean, it might seem kind of strange, but it's, I guess, better than actually kicking them out of class, because just, a minute or two, alone, they can actually sort of,
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I didn't remember.
It's okay. They can actually maybe think of what they did, or they'll just feel a bit awkward being by themselves. And then if it gets even worse than that, then maybe you have to talk to the managers. And that's a really good thing because the managers always know the students. Like they've been coming for a year, 2 years, and so they have a good relationship with the students and their parents. So they might know like, oh, okay, this student, he has, so much classes, so he's really stressed out all the time. So then that can actually give some explanation to why the student might be acting this way, and so it'll help you out. And then if anything, they can talk to the parents because if my dad was there and he got talked to, I would be like, oh no, sorry. So if you get the parents involved, then it's a really good thing. And I guess last would be to actually have to make a student leave the room. And it's a bit drastic, but maybe sometimes it's necessary just to let the student know that, this is English class and we're trying to learn.
Exactly. we're running out of time right now, but if anybody has any questions, like during the seminar, please feel free to talk to me or Albert or Jack or John or, some of the head teachers from the head office. Like they're willing to help you out if you have any questions, Like Albert said, sending a kid out of class seems a little drastic, but it's necessary. I've had to do it myself. Mike had to do it lots of times. I mean, one kid was just,
And it was necessary, but I would recommend too, like, before you do that, talk to your managers, like,
Right.
you don't want to send them out and the managers have no idea why.
right.
Like, and they might even, I had a situation where the managers, like, gave them a game and, like, the kid wanted to be outside the class.
Right, you gotta explain to them why they're outside. He doesn't get the crayons, he doesn't get to look at the, comic books, whatever.
Right.
So, but even if you do send a kid outside and he comes back, when you're in your class, you want to make sure the kid doesn't feel like you hate him, because you had to send him out. On the way out, take him aside and just be like, yo, next week, let's try hard together, let's work. Say something encouraging to him. Make sure everybody's leaving happily, like they got a happy face on. Play a game at the end with them. Do something that's trying to cheer him up and encourage him, so he doesn't feel like you hate him. So, we got some handouts here. We're gonna pass out for you, and please feel free to ask us any questions later on. But we're finished. Thank you. Thanks, man.
Helpful stuff.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for your input.